Today marks a huge moment in world history. It was 70 years ago that 160,000 Allied troops invaded the beaches at Normandy, turning the tide of World War II. CBS 2 News reporter Marissa Scott joins us now to share the story of one local hero who was there on that fateful day. Marissa?
Scott, Dean Luther didn't know on that day that he would be a part of what he calls the greatest event in history. 70 years ago, Luther had no idea what he was getting into.
And it's probably best that you don't. So it's an adventure.
A challenge that he says any 19-year-old would grab onto. An adventure that Luther recalls he knew nothing about. He just did what he was told.
That was just part of the job. When he got off the ship, we went down the net and got into the transports, and they got us as close to the beach as they could. Then we ran across the beach.
And then he built his foxhole.
It's the first piece of real estate I ever owned.
A piece of home that spared his life. He was a non-combat GI whose duty was to supply his comrades. He picked the night shift, which kept him away from his foxhole when a German bomber dropped 2 bombs near the beach.
One of those bombs dropped in my foxhole. So if I had been sleeping there that night and hadn't gotten the Queen of Clubs, I would have been listed as missing in action.
A blessing he counts every day.
Perfect wife, and I have a wonderful family.
Would you consider yourself a hero?
No, I wouldn't consider myself a hero. I didn't save anybody's lives, but we saved the world. It was a wonderful experience to have a part in that.
A souvenir, a parachute that never came home with him but was used to make a wedding dress. One of the many stories he recalls from his experiences overseas. Marissa Scott, CBS 2 News, 10 at 10.
Amazing stories coming out of that day. Thank you, Marissa.